Hello. Oh, I better, excuse me, fix this camera. There we go. I bumped it. Hi. Better late than never. Uh, been my chill words for the last week, I think. Anyway, hi. Welcome to Sunday. And I am going to be playing. But you can do whatever you want. You can spin, you can knit, you can just sit and chill. I hope you have something good to drink. It's hot, and I hope you have something, someplace cool to be. Um, I'll move my mic here. I have my t shirt that says, "Hold on, let me overthink this." And now I'll say it with the mic in front of me. Hold on, and let me overthink this. I have not actually been doing that currently. I'm not thinking much at all, really. But I did like this t-shirt, and I was thumbing through the catalog that I bought it from, and they have so many other ones that are so much fun. So it made me think about this one, so I got it out to wear today. I have been working on what was going to be my stream anniversary redo. So I hope that it's pleasing to everybody. If there's any feedback, let me know. I'm definitely open for feedback. I don't know if this is the final bottom line. I may twitch with it some more. That was a pun. Actually, this is Streamlabs, but you know what I mean. So anyway, since I really have nothing to talk about that I can't talk about while I have fiber in my hands, I'm going to go to, I hope, the right one. There we are. There we go. One of the things I've been finding is the stupid mic has become kind of unidirectional. If I move my head at all, I go sound loud, sound soft, and all that. I'm trying not to move my head too much. It's very easy to go over and look at the screen and the chat and everything. So, yeah, that happens. So I am plying the pink 1.5 ounces with the multicolored. I really love it. I have this thing now where I love barber pulling. I just adore how it looks. I really like how it knits up. So I'm super happy with this. I am going to ply until this pink's all gone, but I will have, I should have 1.5 ounces left of the multicolor, which I hope to self-ply on itself. And that means I have to do it in a ply ball. Okay, I think I have a spammer following me. If not, I apologize. And it looks like my alert box didn't work. Let me see if I have it covered up here. Need to put it, oh, it is above the background. I'll put it there. We'll see if that makes a difference later on. I can't tell until there's actually an alert, and that doesn't happen very often. So okay. All right. I'm clearing the chat. There we go. All right, let's put this up here. I was trying to ply around a awkward angle there. It was my intention to get this all done yesterday. Didn't happen because we ended up going out and not getting home until about 8:30. It was my intention yesterday to go to Atomic Stacy's craft Discord thing, their craft night on Discord, and finish the plying. And oh man, I was tired. Just didn't have it. Just couldn't do it. Alright, I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit because I'd like to be able to hear it. Because I don't really know what I'm playing. That bothers me. If I don't know what I'm playing, I could be playing something awful. I could put a headset on, I guess, but I don't want to. I don't get Discord. I'm sorry. I said it wrong. I don't get Pretzel Rock. Okay, so they ran a special and I got their premium, which means I don't have to list it in the chat. And I got really tired of their stations. So I have been going and looking at what they call the labels. And I found a really good one Friday night. It's called First Light. Now it's not there. I was like, where'd it go? In fact, while there's nobody here, maybe I'll keep on messing with Pretzel and see if I can figure out what's going on. Was it an album? I don't think so. And I've got to search in there. There it is. It's an album. Oh, there's only 15 songs. See, that was not what I thought I played. In fact, I know it wasn't, because the music is not the name that I saw. There was a lot of interesting names, and I remember some of them. All right, so obviously it was on a label that I forgot to write down. Now I got to figure that out. All right, I'm going to stick with this. Okay, we're going to stick with that. Uh-oh. 18 wraps per inch for a 2-ply. I told you it was spinning thin. Gonna be a lot of yardage in this too. I made a note to go watch the stream and see how loud this spinning. This Roberta seems so loud to me today. Not sure why. It does. Sometimes I think that means it needs oil, but I just oiled it. Right? Well, I oiled it at the beginning of this plying. Maybe it needs it again. I can try that. You know, I've been fussing because it feels like this is the only thing I have spun since I got home, and it is. It's the only thing I've spun, and yet when I think about how much yardage there's going to be here, it takes a while to do that. I got spoiled during the Tour de Fleece when I was woolen spinning. I'm doing a lot of it for that sweater spin, but it was thick. And it spun quickly. With that long draw drafting, long draw drafting. This a little oil, even though I think it's all right, but the bottle's too big. They the Woolery sold that bottle of oil as a Roberta oil bottle. It's not the oil bottle I got when I got this Roberta. But that oil bottle just, oh, it was so old. It was, 12 years old or whatever, and it was kind of disintegrating. Wanted to get another one, and that's what they had at the Woolery, and that's what I got. It's okay. It's a little too large of a spout. Oh, that's cold. I put ice in there. I forgot how cold that'd be. All right. Gonna stop when we get to the pink here. Finish to the pink. I hope it all fits. messing with the boxes here. I'll tell you what. Boy, it's not working. Trying to get it so I don't have to turn my head as much. That'll work better. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Put pretzel farther away. I don't have to turn and look at that. So I haven't really gotten back into my rhythm with knitting. I have sort of gotten back into my rhythm with the fiber work. Yesterday morning, and I say morning loosely, it wasn't early, it was maybe 9:30 my time. I went out on my porch with the Shetland fiber that I had washed. The Shetland I bought was a black and white Shetland, and the black was pretty easy to cull out and put all in its own bag, and so I did that, and it's in a bag ready to be probably combed. I think I'm going to comb it. But the white wasn't as easy. It had little bits of gray and black and that sort of thing, and I'm trying to get that out of the white so I have as white as possible, and I'm going to comb that. And the problem with the combing is it won't take those two colors out. It will take the shortcuts and the vegetable matter and all the stuff I don't want in the yarn, but it's not gonna, the colors of the Shetland fleece, they're the same length. So I was starting on that bag of white, and it was a slow process. I got through about half of it, but what I was doing was taking the washed fleece, which was a little bit clumped together, nothing felted or nothing that was a problem. It just had to be picked apart, and as I was picking it apart, I would come on a clump that had a lot of good locks, and so I would just take my fingers and hold that down and grab that lock and pull it out, and oh, the locks are long, they're nice. There's not that many of the locks. I'm not going to get a lot of fiber. I mean, you know, a lot of yardage from just spinning locks, but locks can be spun the same way that you spin comb top, right? It really is a worsted spinning, whether it's comb top or lock spinning. So I just wanted the joy of spinning the locks because they were so beautiful. So I pulled those out, and then if I saw any gray as I was picking it apart, any black or any shortcuts, you know, I was putting the shortcuts and stuff in the trash, and I was putting anything that had any color other than white into another bag. I will pick that all open and spin that all together. It's going to be about half white and half that. And what I'm hoping is I'm going to get, you know, 3 different colors. A lot of black. There's a lot of black. And then about equal amounts of as white as I could get, and some that's going to look gray because of the black and white combined. Going to be a fun spin. I want to comb it. I want to spin it. I will try it on the Roberta. If it doesn't go as thin as I want it, like this is doing, I'm going to try the Nano. I'm hesitant to do it on the Nano. I have I think, 4.5 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of fiber to spin on those little bobbins on that nano. So I would prefer to spin it on this. So yesterday was a little bit of a start, and then I came in here and did some plying with the intention of finishing this plying, and it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. I don't mind plying on stream though. In fact, I almost prefer to ply on stream. That when I am sitting here, I was watching Atomic Stacy, so I was watching a stream. I can do that while I'm playing, and that's nice. Hey, Nerdy! How are you? Welcome. I think I like Nerdy Cat better. There's something intriguing about the concept of a nerdy cat. Like, I choose this spot to sit because I have researched that this is the best spot to sit. Is that what a nerdy cat would say? So, what you up to this wonderful Sunday afternoon? Or whatever time of the day it is for you? You're working on a sweater for school tomorrow. Oh. Okay, how close are you to being done? Hopefully, very close. So it's a nerdy cat because my brand profile picture is a cat and a controller combined. Yes. See? That's awesome. Very, very good. It's a granny square sweater vest, and I really just need to add one more row because it's too short. Awesome. So I should finish it tonight. Yes. That'll be really great. I love vests. Over the past 2 years when I've been spinning some yarn, I constantly said, I think I'll make a vest out of this. And I have yet to do that. I am working on one, but it was not yarn I spun. I bought the yarn. It is a wool. It's 100% from a breeder that had it spun at the mill. So it's commercially spun, but it is like hand spun in a way. So I am making a vest out of that right now. I lose my knit crochet mojo during the summer, even though we have air conditioning. I like it so much better in the winter. This is a single, these are singles that I have been spinning for the last 2 weeks, really. Maybe a week and a half. And I have only begun on the fiber that I have of it, but I wanted to experiment whether I like the multicolored single with the pink or the multicolor single plied back on itself. So that is what I'm doing right now. I spun up 1.5 ounces of the pink and 3 ounces of the multicolor. So I'll have some to ply back on itself here in a minute, a long minute, after I finish this pink with it. I am really liking the pink. I like the barber pole that's happening here. And I know it's going to look good when it's knit. So next week, the state fair is actually going on right now here in Kentucky, and it's close to us. I put 3 skeins of yarn in it. I don't know how I did. I'm not really too worried about it. Ribbons are really cool, but you know, it doesn't really matter. It's just a ribbon. I do it because I want to keep that category open. I want to have uh, entries in there so that, you know, they say, oh, yeah, we got this many entrants. We don't have to get rid of that category. And I do it because it's fun as far as challenging me to come up with things to put in. Usually I put in more, but I didn't have as much wool. I mean, I had only wool, and there were other categories where it had to be 50% silk or 50% tencel or something like that. So I didn't have that because I had been spinning wool for the last year and a half. But we're going to go. We haven't been there yet, and we're going to go this Tuesday evening or afternoon or whatever. It's super hot. It's always hot at the fair. It's like, ugh. You know, but when you go into the building where they have all the exhibits, that's air conditioned. So you can get a little respite from the heat. And they always have a free concert. Oh, I'm done. Done with the pink. They always have a free concert to go to, which is nice. Stay there for a little bit for some music. Eat some fair food, which, you know, everybody's like, what's your favorite fair food? Oh, and this, and that. I don't know. I will say the one thing we get every year is called a lemon shake-up. It's a lemonade, but I don't know. A little sweeter, maybe. It's good. So we always get that. And then we are going again on Saturday. It runs until this coming Sunday, a week from today. We're going to go in on Sunday in the evening for sure for the free concert because it's a group we really like called Exile. And just that's something that hubby and I have been to, I think, 2 times now. And we're really looking forward to seeing again. Okay, here's my really pretty barber pole. Okay, that's a crappy camera. This is so much better. There's pinks and blues in there. I like it. I think it's really pretty. So now I need to make a plying ball. But I think I'll take a little break here. Natural. Good time. Not that I'm leaving. Get some hydration. See, okay, it's because this is the camera that I just tried to show it under and didn't look good. But the focus is way down here. I think that's why. I mean, there it looks really good. You got some light on it, and you can really see the pink, and there's supposed to be a little bit of yellow and a little bit of green in there, which adds some variation in depth, but you know, don't see it very much. Oh my. That do feel good. I left my door open in case Newman, my cat, wanted to come say hello, but last I saw him, he was sleeping on the bed, so. Not this bed, another bed. Alright, this is going to be off camera. I'm not going to move my spinning wheel. All I'm doing is making a center pole ball with my yarn winder. Oh, let's do it this way. That would be better. Except I'm going to be cranking with my left hand, but that's all right. There's not that much to do here. This is the multi-colored. Looks really variegated when you see it in life. Pinks and blues and purples and yellows and greens. When you combine it with the pink, you get a real subdued version of it. So now I'm going to apply this together with itself and see what it looks like. It's spinning super thin as a single, and the 2-ply came out 19 wraps per inch. Like I said one time when I was spinning this, I kind of wish I could spin this, knit with this as a single. Super good lace single. It seems relatively balanced, not extra lot of twist, but it's hard to tell when it's on a bobbin, and as soon as you start doing anything with it, it could really do things with the gauge and how the drape lays and everything like that because of active twist. When you work with a single, I'd have to set this as a single, and it's 50% acrylic, so I am not so sure it would set like wool would. If it was 100% wool, it would. There we go. What did I do with my scissors? I just had them. Huh. Oh, there they are. Alright, now the hard part about doing it this way, because this is not your real traditional plying ball, is get it to feed out from both ways. Whoop! I had taken the drive band off. Of course I did. I changed bobbins. Here we go. Now, I need more pulling. This is liable to end up a gnarly mess. Still too much pulling. All right. Let's go a little slower. Hi, Dan. I'm doing good. How are you? You having a good Sunday afternoon? I'm trying to keep from getting a ball feeding off two ends here. I'm trying to ply it and not get it snarled up. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like this though, instead of the pink. My bobbin's gonna make noise here until I get stuff on it. You want to sit down there on the floor? Maybe? Would that be better? I don't think so. You got video today, Dan? I think when on Friday night you didn't have the video. Um, yeah, but I can see that you. I mean, you've got chat. I know you had that too. There we go. It's feeling a little bit better, she says as it snags up again. Got video today. That's good. Because I'm not talking too much today for some reason. But at least you got music, hopefully. May not be what you like, but... have been taking it easy this morning most of the day, actually, because yesterday I have to back up just a sec. I've been walking without my cane, which is good. I mean, that's the goal, right? And I've been doing that for 2 weeks now, including things like going to the grocery store, going on errands, all of that. Yesterday we went to a mini Renaissance fair at a nearby town at a brewery, and it was tons of fun. I had so much fun, but I didn't take my cane, and I was walking on gravel and doing a lot of steps. All of these things that I kind of had been relying on my cane in the past was good for me to do, but today I'm a little sore from the muscle challenge. Oh, I got... How much of this I got left? Oh, a lot. Okay. It's slow. I just have to be patient here. You're moving in with your mom October 1st. It was either in with my mom or into a super strict group home. Oh, well, I'm hope it works for you. And I mean, having just lost my mom, I'm all for being with your mom. You know what I mean? Oh, take that precious time. I hope it works for you. Okay, I have a mess now. I gotta fix this. Let's see how I can fix this. Take that off. this on my fingers. So if I do this yarn, I can already tell it's getting thicker just the way I'm doing this. But if I do this, if I like the self-ply instead of the pink with it, in other words, I'd spin the pink separately and just have pink yarn. And that means I would have to spin 2 bobbins, and that works way, way better to ply than folding it back on itself like this. So this is not the best scenario. Let me just say that. In fact, I think I'm going to end up with a horrendous snarl here in a minute. Unfortunately. Looks like what it's doing is kind of unplying the single. I mean, unspinning the single, unfortunately. I am a professional. Don't do this at home. Hey, I got it under control. I should not have dropped it to the floor and let it self-feed like that. But now we're cooking with gas. Now it's working. This is the way it was supposed to work. I don't even know if anybody can see my hands or not. And I don't know why this will not stay on the hooks. Also, more pull in. I'll try and do this in the camera. Nope, it's really hard. Maybe I can move the camera back this way a little bit so you can see my hands. That'll work, I think. It looks chain plied, even though it's not. And it's because the one feeding from the outside is actually wrapping around the one from the inside. And that's making it look almost chain plied. I'm sorry, I just cannot get that hand in the camera that long. I have to go back far to tension, and it just, the more I pull off, the further back I go. It goes out of the camera. Oh, definitely two different looks to the yarn. Okay. Coming off my fingers here. Let's get back there. Almost done. A little bit left. Hi, Kay. I did. Wait till you see my stream starting soon and all of that. I'll show it off here. I am that close to being done with plying this. Self plying it back on itself. This fiber I've been spinning all week on stream. Thank you for putting your pictures in Discord. I enjoyed seeing them. Really, really did. Your Corridale was just beautiful. All right. Awesome. My lazy Kate out of the way there so I don't trip on it. And this is, let me take this off so I can compare it. So this is that 50% acrylic and partial wool. And this is the solid color plied back on itself. This is it plied with the pink. So it makes a huge difference to apply it with pink. I think I'm going to like this better, but because the barber pole, this is just really barber poled, which I like, and it changes color. This looks all the same here, but there's lots of different variegations with the pink and the blues and the purples and all that. But this is a little subtler, this one here. And I think I like it better. So I don't know. They look really good. The Corridale reminds me of looking at water. I really like how it came out. Oh, that looks great. I'm glad. Thank you. I really am going to enjoy spinning the rest of it. But what I'm going to do is knit up whatever I can in a washcloth in each of these. And I'm not going to be spinning it for a while until I figure out what I like better. So I'm glad to have those done. Yeah, so this part of this, now the actual background color I just put on today, and that is carded up bats of, I think, alpaca. I think. But anyway, it's carded up fiber off my drum carder. And I had a really hard time finding something. I tried all sorts of skeins of yarn and, all sorts of pictures. I had a really hard time finding something that went with the this screen part right here. Everything else just looked too busy, or it was the wrong color. So I had a good time messing with it, and I'll stick with this until I get tired of it and maybe find something better or whatever. But the whole scene thing, you can't tell on this, but well, here, I'll do it's all butterfly oriented. So here's what happens. And that's an intermission, and that's a be right back. So that's what the stream starting soon looks like too. And I actually have a stream ending, which I don't think I probably will do. But I like the butterflies. I think that's really pretty. And I had it mostly done before I went to Mom's. And I just never got around to to finishing it up or get it to the point where I was happy with it. I have a little story to tell about yesterday. Hubby and I went to, started to talk about it, to a miniature, and I say mini because it was like 6 booths and a bunch of picnic tables and maybe a dozen people dressed in costume, plus the vendors were in costume, and a really good band, right? It was a Ren Fair, a little tiny Ren Fair. And it was really nice because it was outside. It was at a brewery. You could space yourself out. It just was wonderful to get out and hear live music. And we listened to a group that's called, it's a play on words, it's called Drunken Sailor. But it's drunk, ampersand, sailor. Hi, Mass Bandit. And that's who played. They were so good. They were dressed like pirates and played and sang and had the audience singing, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But I went shopping, and one of the booths was a bookstore. Oh, no. Speaking of that, as a little aside, I saw a t-shirt that said, I was very bad at the bookstore today. They carried these big stack of books. I had to laugh. Anyway, I did buy one book that was a novel, and I got one of their CDs, and I wish I could play it on here, but of course I can't. So, but we will enjoy hearing the music again from that. It'll bring back good memories. So I like getting the CD, but I had to laugh because, I said, how much are the CDs? And then she looked at me and she said, do you have a CD player? I said, yeah. She said, do you know how many people don't have CD players anymore? I said, well, I suppose that's a problem, isn't it? They're all streaming MP3s. And she said, we have a lot of CDs. You just pick one and take it. I was like, well, thank you so much. Poor souls. They made all these CDs probably years ago, and they're going to be archiving them pretty soon. Nobody will use them except maybe with a chopstick to make a drop spindle, which is very good use for old CDs. Trust me, I've done that. I have a lot. I have some still that I take if I know I'm going to try and teach spinning, right? But the other thing I wanted this is the reason I'm not going to the full face screen yet, because I have something to show you. The other booth I went to was called Recovery Rocks, and it was a gentleman who was making necklaces with rocks, and I have it off on purpose because I wanted to show a close-up of it, but I kind of miss wearing it already. I really like the way it felt and everything, and enjoyed wearing it. This is called, and I'll see if I can say it right. It's okay. It's known as fool's gold or peacock ore, and it is a calcium copper based. I mean, it's often melted down to fine copper, and it's called chalco pyrite. Pyrite being the fool's gold part, right? Because it sparkles, and it's CHALCO. So it's not charcoal, it's chalco pyrite. It is, look at that. Okay, so the shape of the rock it's almost an arrowhead, right? But it has a curve so that it sits this part there. You can see this part here I can put outward, almost like it's a set stone there, right? That's the back side, and they call it peacock ore because you can see, and of course there's wrapping on there, but you can see yellows. Let me get down here. You can see the yellows, the purple, the blues, and this side he did a good job of picking the side and wrapping it. Maybe he chipped it a little bit, but it's got wonderful highlights of that blue. Now normally it's yellow. And so when I was looking it up, I was like, oh, this isn't, what they normally say is the chalcopyrite, and I have a hard time saying that. He rattled it off so easily, I thought I would remember, but it's not coming to my tongue real good. What they said when I Googled it and read about it is you get this when it's treated with heat. Now that could have been naturally under pressure, heat, and it was found this way, or it could have been treated after the fact with heat. Don't really know. But this gentleman does fantastic wrappings. It is soft like probably a very fine leather, right, with a stiffened loop out of that. And then this part is, I don't know. I thought it was leather. It's kind of like a chained leather, or like it's not metal. I'm pretty sure it's leather. The reason I picked it, okay, so he had them all hanging up, and I was looking at the different ones. I have lots of experience with healing rocks and that sort of thing. I'm going to go to the full face here in just a minute. I feel funny. Here we go. I feel better talking this way. I am familiar with working with the different colored quartzes and that sort of thing, working with the chakra areas with specific stones, the healing qualities, and I haven't done much lately for a long time. Sometimes there were times when I wore certain ones. I would have a bracelet maybe out of the stones for certain reasons and that sort of thing. And I kind of got away from it, and I was looking at them, and this one caught my eye. I mean, I have the other stones to some degree. I had never heard of this. And so I wasn't specifically going and buying because of the healing properties. I was just very intrigued by the stone because I'm a rock hound, right? I love rocks. I have geodes all over my property that I have them enough that I have cracked them open and that sort of thing. I love I love stones. I love rocks. So I was intrigued, thought about it for a while, and one of the other nice things, it was only $15, which is incredible because when I looked it up online, I mean, the cheapest I found was $75. It might have been a better example, but I'm perfectly happy with this because I really caught my eye when I saw it. So when I got home and what was on his card, let me say that way, it says increase self-esteem, banish fear, and soothe emotions. And that's just a real short synopsis of what it says if you Google it about what kind of stonework they will do with it. The thing that I have been experiencing is just unable to be calm inside. I'm very calm outside, and I'm very much doing what I need to do. But, my thoughts are just kind of racing all the time, and I'm a bit short sighted as far as, I won't focus. No, not much focus. That's the word I'm looking for. And I put this on yesterday, and I wore it all night, and I took it off today when I took a shower, and I noticed a difference between wearing it and not wearing it. So, I'm not saying that it's a super powerful whatever. I'm just saying it works for me. It's like very focusing and grounding. And what it said when I read about it is I considered a powerful stone for aligning all the chakras. And that really resonated with me, right? That's where I feel like I'm unbalanced. Everything is just kind of, I'm too much up in my head, I'm too much in my heart, all of that, right? And it's helping with that. So I was really pleased. And then the second thing that I was like, oh my gosh, the zodiac associated with the stone, there's two, and this is really interesting: Taurus and Capricorn. Okay, Taurus is May. I'm a Taurus. Capricorn's December. Have you ever heard the phrase, particularly about an older gentleman with a younger woman? A May-December marriage. First of all, I was just like, why would the stone be for those two zodiac signs? And then, why do we have this in our tradition of saying May, December? I found that really intriguing. I just was really interested that it said that. That's just a little aside. And then the sign for earth, wind, fire, or whatever is it's an earth stone. Well, I'm an earth mama if there's ever one. So, I was like, it called to me. And I'm very, very happy that I got it. So I wanted to share that. It's not something that, I make a big thing about focusing on. But I know there's a lot of people out there that also believe in some of the power of stones and focusing your energy in a specific way through them. So that's that. I had so much fun, but it was so hot. It was so hot at that. And we just finally gave up and came home to get back out of the heat. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm fiddling with this necklace, trying to figure out if I can get it put on while I'm on stream here. There is one certain loop it should go through, and it's kind of hard to catch it. Nope. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. My hubby may have to put it on for me. I don't wear much jewelry, constantly every day. The one thing I had worn most frequently lately, over last year's or whatever, was what I called a Trinity necklace. I had, on my 60th birthday, I had a ring made of silver for the first 20 years, a ring, and I'm talking not a ring that you wear on your finger, I'm talking about a circle. I had a jeweler make a circle that was probably about an inch in diameter in a thin circle of metal. I had one made out of silver, one made out of gold, and one made out of rose gold. And that was for my 20th, 40th, and 60th birthday. I loved that necklace. I wore it and wore it and wore it. And do you know that thing has gone on a walkabout? I cannot find it anywhere. I lost it probably in 2020 sometime. I mean, I started looking for it. I wanted to wear it again in 2020. I started looking for it. I cannot find it anywhere. I have been through the jewelry boxes. I've been through drawers. I have been through. I'm afraid that it got in a pocket somehow and washed, and it might have gone into like the pump of the washer. I told my hubby, who is used to fix washers, I said, don't ever, we can't get rid of that washer until you take that pump apart and look. I can't find it, but I figure I got 10 more years to find it because I was going to add platinum for the 80th birthday. So I got 10 more years to find it. I can't believe I can't find it. Yeah. Kay, I'm glad you think it's cool. I think it's pretty cool too. I need to drink some water. So what I did when I left this, there was the person sitting at the sign-in table. They had to band you because, you know, they were serving alcohol, and there was a cover. And I went back to him and I said, I really want to know if I can get the information on having a booth here. And, you know, does this happen every year? And he said, yeah, this is our second year and we're planning on it. I said, well, I just would love to be able to have a booth here because I'm not going to try and go into the big Renaissance fairs. The booths are expensive. They expect you to live there. You know, they're open for weeks at a time, and they do. They expect people to stay there and be a village during the period of the Ren Fair. I don't want to do that. This is perfect, and I will take my drop spindle. I need to research patterns for some stuff to knit. The first thing that came to my mind was the snood, right? Where they gather up the hair and put this thing around that you tie up with a ribbon. That's the first thing that came to mind. But I am really going to start researching this, and I'll probably put a thread on my Discord. And if you all have any good ideas, I'd love to know about them, of things that would fit with that period of time, that one I can make with a hand spun yarn, because I don't think just taking hand spun yarn, I'll take that. I mean, I won't take the acrylics and the I probably will take silk, and I'm debatable about alpaca and definitely wool, right? And hope to sell to somebody who likes to knit or crochet, but I really do need other things to buy that are, you know, out of hand spun. Second thing I thought of is sachet bags. Easy to knit. I have lavender growing. You know, I could make other things, put other things in there for whatever. So I have that. Those are my two main ideas right now. I did think about a baby sweater. I mean, that's pretty. I have lots and lots and lots of old patterns. They're not that old. I have no idea. I have no idea what they would use wool for in the Renaissance times. Now, you would think I would know that after all this spinning I've been doing, but I actually have to get some research going, because my research has been specific to the spinning wheel era, right? Not the drop spindle era. That's I got to go back further than that. I don't think the spinning wheel is exactly what they were using yet. So I'm excited about that. I have a research project, and you know what? That does my creative juices good. It's what I needed. I needed something that is a long-term goal. I needed something that felt like it would be really different and fun to do. I can, as I'm going along here, talk about it on the podcast as well as here. it's pretty exciting. So I'm real excited about it. And then I have one more announcement to make. I am going to set up a meditation stream. And the meditation stream is specifically for me spinning on camera with no face. I'm not going to have my face there. I'm going to have like a blanket over my knees. I'm going to make it as it's not me as possible, right? I'll focus on the spinning. And I want to try and do it every evening. And the reason I'm choosing the evening right now, I may change this, but the reason I'm choosing the evening is it's a wind down period for me to spin for about 30 minutes and then go to bed. So it's going to be short. It's going to have music. I won't have talk. I don't want to have chat. I don't know if I can turn it off or not. And there is one meditation channel that I have followed. I haven't had a chance to really look at it, but they don't have anything going on. They have a picture, of the Hindi or something like that. I'm not really sure what the picture is. I have had so many people tell me that, oh, it's so calming to watch you spin. It's so relaxing to watch you spin. That I just clicked one day last week and said, maybe that's what I need to do. I'm not going to replace these. Hubby is going to raise a fit because I'm going to be in front of this camera a lot more than he thinks I need to be, but that's the way it goes. We're going to try it for a while. I don't know how soon I'll get that set up. I'll post in my Discord when I do get it set up. So yeah, my juices are flowing and that's good. It's I think I was stagnating a little bit with all of the shave 'em to save 'em and all of the study and all of the things. I needed another direction to go, and I wasn't real sure what that was going to be until finally yesterday I was like, I think I'm going to try and sell some yarn somewhere. So I am not going to start anything today. I'm a little early, but I am going to go see if anybody is around to be raided. Let's go over to Twitch and see what's going on. All right, Typical Bliss is must finish sweater number 15. Wow. Oh, Delira comes and follows me. We got somebody playing Diablo 3, Spirit of Meditation. I'm not going to raid them. Who's down here that I don't follow? False Bubble says, you want to make some new stuff and ignore the old stuff? Mrs. OEF5 is doing Halloween coasters. Number 100 artist, almost full. I wonder what that's about. Craft Meow Tea is working with resins. Okay, Disastertron is doing DIY custom cable kits. Edina is doing keyboard stuff. Courtney Ray is doing Portal 2. Lots of makers and crafters on. Classes start tomorrow. I don't know what the rest of that is. Okay. And how do you greet a horse? Hey, that tells me nothing. We got a talk show, and that's Spirit Far. Oh, I bet she's a horse. She shoes horses. That's interesting. I think it's a he. Sorry. All right, I covered up my chat. Anybody hear anything that they're interested in? Anybody know anything that they would like to see? Excuse the sound. I'm going to pull up, and I'm probably going to get ads here, but I'm going to see what Delira is doing here. First.
Okay, we got the onions. Give it to me. Get the veggies. Lettuce, tomato. Tell me we got the oil and vinegar.
Alright, he's building a sub, and I'm getting hungry.
That's right, the juice. Mike's way, baby. On a fresh
I don't know what I'm going to have for supper tonight. I have no idea.
Okay, pack it.
But I got to eat at home.
Twist it. Give it. Let's eat.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's crocheted. It's tiny.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Oh, she's working on little. Alright, I think we'll read her. Unless somebody has something else to say. Courtney Ray is always fun. Where is Courtney Ray? Oh, is that her? No, that's not.
I was trying to figure out if I had enough.
This lady is...
I don't think it's quite the right color. Sparkly purple, but I think it's the wrong shade.
Oh, I don't see her name. Courtney Ray. Where was Courtney Ray? Oh, okay. She's doing Portal 2. That's a game. I'm not against going to a game. I won't stay and play. I want to see what Craft Meow is doing.
Perhaps the purple.
Oh, it's a he. Oh, it's a he and she.
So we did the goosebumps at the top.
That's interesting. She's pulling off
right?
stenciling.
Switch.
All right. Let's see what the Halloween coasters are.
Outside the U.S.
Oh, those are cute too.
Tiny place on the southwest corner of...
I kind of like going to somebody that I don't follow, so I can get I'll give them a new follow with the raid.
Little tiny
All right,
place on the southwest
we're gonna go do these coasters. It's paperwork and it's ink,
Mexico.
pen and ink.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool looking. I like it. So, Mrs. OEF5.
And the Alcan. Driving the
Thank
Alcan
you all
through Canada.
for hanging out and chatting. It's been good to be back, let me tell you. I am really, really happy to be back to this. So everybody take care. I'll be back Wednesday morning.
Of course, I was driving it in a
11 maybe in the morning,
Ford
something like that.
Mustang.
And I am not going to be spinning. I already know what I'm going to do, and I'm going to surprise you. So come back if you can Wednesday morning.
The Alcan
And
travels
let's do
from,
this raid.
Washington State along a cliff face and the ocean.
Oh,
through
is it
British Columbia,
exclamation?
and
Why
then
can't I
up
remember
north
this?
into
Is it exclamation or is it slash?
And
Backslash.
it
It's
is
backslash, I think.
100%,
Yeah,
it's just
there we go.
semis, nonstop. It's just goods being transferred, to Alaska. But there are huge, long stretches of road that you can't leave, right? You can't just get off the road.
There we go.
Because there's a gigantic cliff here and an ocean here, and there's nowhere to go.
See y'all later.
So you're trapped there with
Oh,
semis.
there we go. Gonna hit the
And then
button.
it's-
Bye.
And I understand